Om Namah Shiva. I am astrologer and author, Professor rudramohapatra from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Today, I'll tell you about the divisional chart D27, especially, possibly I have said about this during my sports astrology video to some extent, though I don't remember correctly. So today's topic is about Saptavimsha and an extensive analysis of that. See, Saptavimsha is one of the divisional chart categorized under the Sodosavarga, though it is not under Sadavarga or Dasavarga, but it is under Sodosavarga with a Bimsopaka Bala of 0.5. You will find that except Navamsa, Sashthyamsa, to some extent Sodosamsa also D16, most of the other charts are ranging a Bimsopaka Bala of 1 to 0.5 or 0.5, 0.5 to 1. So first understand it is also known as Nakshatramsha, Bhamsha. So Nakshatramsha because 27 and each of the part is also ruled by the nakshatra starting from Ashwini, and the counting is like from the fiery sign you start from the fiery, and the span, the range of a Nakshatramsha or Saptavimshamsa is 1 degree 66, 1 degree 6 minute and 40 second, which is nothing but one third of an Avamsa. Well, so why it is necessary? I often say that it is a magnifier of your Lagna. Lagna, your physical body, your strength, that and the 27 is a magnifier of that because it indicates your physical strength. Though few scholars are of views that it also indicates your mental and spiritual strength, but primarily it is physical strength. Secondarily, you can consider that, though I have used it basically for physical strength in my research papers and my upcoming book on sports astrology, which is a combination of sports astrology and medical astrology, titling it to biological astrology. Uh, I have used it for Vijender Singh, possibly the Olympic medalist for India in boxing. So it is your physical strength. First, 27 parts of this Nakshatramsha is also allotted to 27 parts of the bodies and very minute way also. Few parts are allotted to the armpit, few are your, the snails. And so that may take a lot of time, but we need not to be so pinpoint by analyzing as a D27. For convenience, I am saying D27. You can finding the difficulties of my tongues in pronouncing Nakshatramsha and time consumed by that. So D27 is basically your strength, physical strength. And if somebody is weak, suffering from diseases, so first you validate from the D1 chart, then see it from the D1 chart, then come to the D27. So there is a very basic rule for all the divisional chart, that is the strength of the Lagna. If an exalted planet is there, if there is no malefic planet, if the Lagna of the divisional chart, any divisional chart, not under Papa Kartari, so Lagna has strength. So Lagna of any divisional chart delivers the predictive ability of their divisional chart. Okay. Uh, or to be honest, it is the uh, decident factor. So you just look at the Lagna. If Lagna is not absolutely problematic, like 2, 3 malefics are in Lagna, it is in Prapakatari, the Lagna itself in trouble, then you can consider it. So in more than 90% cases, you can consider, however. So if it is okay, then you go for evaluating the D27 chart. See the uh, planets like Mars, Saturn, and Sun. Remember, these are the planets, even they are naturally malefic, but these three are the planets, those can give you the physical strength. Yes, very true. Bones, joints, and muscle. Bones, Sun, joints, Saturn, and then muscle. The very way your body is growing. So it is bone, then the ligaments, then the muscle. So Sun, Saturn, and Mars, if they are well placed in the D27, uh, that means you see the person is strong, but always it is not. You see which one is not there. Suppose Saturn is weak, ill placed, so joints problem. So Sun is ill placed, so heart problem. Mars is ill placed, so fatigue. That means the person will not be active, even if he will not suffer from diseases. If the Lagna of D27 is really strong, then it's also negates the diseases to some extent, indicating that you have a strong body. Similarly, you check the placement of other planets also, keeping in eyes their disease delivery capacities. Like Jupiter, if afflicted in D27, suppose in 12th house, I have seen 3, 4 clear cut cases of this in the liver cancer patient, not liver cancer, the liver problematic. One of them was cancerous, however. Jupiter in 12th. So if Jupiter is in 12th of D27, I'm saying, or in 6th, so 6th and 12th axis of D27 indicates those planets you see, there is a chance of those diseases to that person. So it is not only from the 6th, you can indicate, though these are highly ancillary. You first check it from D1, never predict directly from the divisional chart. That is my personal suggestion. Validate it from the D1. You see, there are two planets afflicted in the D1. So far as this medical astrology perspective is concerned, then you look for it. The planets like Rahu, Saturn, if they are ill placed in D27, they indicates a long-term disease orientation to that person. Similarly, if any planet is exalted, so remember in divisional chart, exaltation indicates Sadvala, because there is no clue to find the Sadvala. You cannot find the Sadvala of any planet in the divisional charts. So in divisional charts, you can take exaltation as the maximum strength of that planet, or always good. So if any planet is exalted in D27, so the planet contribution to that, the signification or the biological signification of that planet will be contributed to the native. Like Venus is very strong, so endocrinally he will be strong. If Mercury is very strong, so no problem of skin allergy kind of things, or even peripheral neural system intelligence is also enhanced. Likewise, so very simple. You see the planets, those who are afflicted in the D27. So your body will have problem as for those planets. They are indication to their body parts, and those who are well placed, you will be very strong. So very simple analysis. And in the perspective of sports astrology, like the person is already into sports, so if he is going to have some sports injuries, you can see that if Mars is afflicted, then muscle related injury, muscle tear, then bone fracture maybe if Sun is weak. Very clear cases. You can clearly see it. Not only, I have checked many, as I was in sports, I have checked many cases. But don't go, don't look for directly here. Even if Sun is weak in the D27, but if it is extremely soluble in the D1, don't worry. the negative effect indicated by D27 is getting cancelled by the positive implication of D1. Very clear. Any planet which is not which is clearly saying it's a negative impact in the D1, you validate it from the D27. Okay, so this is very clear cut case of analysis of D27 chart. Whenever in the medical astrology perspective, person is coming, sir, my son is always suffering from disease, please don't skip this chart. Even if the Bhamsha is very less, but so far as the disease and medical astrology is concerned, this is the chart. Somebody is coming, sir, my son or daughter, they are into any kind of combat sports. D27 is a must. So D27 is a chart where you can really find the strength of this person. Well, how far you use it for a spiritual attainment, other thing, there are other charts, divisional charts for that. So D27 is not a primary chart for those kind of things. Though in our Sanatana, always the spiritual attainments are given priority. So in the class 6, you will see that the term, spiritual, the kind of things, they are not actually very true in current cases. But however, D27 is about your physical strength, and it is a magnifier of your Lagna, and you know how to check it. Fortunately, you have the software now, so in this case you check, but always remember, please see it from Lagna, then try to validate it by the D27 conditions. Are if D27 Lagnas are and Lagna are extremely weak, then you can omit it. I hope you enjoy the video and understand under which perspective I presented this. Please try it. So far as medical astrology perspective is concerned, you will be able to deliver very accurate and precise predictions on the placements, basing on the placements of planets in D27. Well, this is all for today. If Lord Mahadeva wants, I'll come up with another new video soon. Till then, God bless you all. Om Namah Shivaya.